As I said in my video about proper Bible study and how to study the King James Version properly, that I would bring a lesson on Luke chapter 16. That is what I'm going to do right now. But before I do, I wanted to say a couple words that I'm learning a little bit as we go along with the YouTube video, and folks that watch it. A lot of folks like to comment, and that's fine. I'm teaching this because I'm trying to help the helpless. And to me, the helpless is somebody who goes to church and never picks up a Bible and reads it. Somebody who takes the word of a preacher or a deacon or somebody that they think knows a lot about church and church doctrine. To me, those people are helpless, but I'm still putting this on there to help them, because they need to study for themselves. If they don't, then I don't see where they're going to wake up. Now, if you argue, I would rather you not argue with me. I'm not one that really cares what you think, what you believe. And I'm not saying that to be a smartass. I'm saying that because I just don't care. I think that what you believe is fine. I think that what you think is fine until you wake up, and then it's not fine anymore. So once you awake and you advanced in your spirituality, then what you believed before is going to really take a back seat, and you'll see how silly some of the beliefs are and more. So don't argue, because I don't much care what you believe now. What I care about is you're studying and you're advancing spiritually. And I hope you can just a little bit by these videos. But if you must make a comment, they're more than welcome, and I love comments. I'll answer every one of them, and I am not mean. But I would rather you not copy and paste out of a lexicon or out of the Blue Letter Bible and try to tell me that that's something you believe because you copied and pasted it. I had somebody do that, and it was so obvious, it was sickening. If you know more than me or the average person, then please comment, because I may learn something from you. But if you have to copy and paste, then don't comment. If you have to stop and study and then comment, that's great. You know, then I've accomplished what I'm setting out to do, is to get you to study. So those are just for the sake of time. I'm not going to read Luke chapter 16. I'll just tell you where we're at, and that's Luke chapter 16, starting at verse 19. And this is a continuation of a discourse that Jesus reportedly has with the Pharisees in this town. And in this discourse, it's not a parable. A lot of people might think it's a parable, but it's not. It's actually addressing too many things that the Pharisees believed and taught in their Pharisaical laws and in the Talmud. So it's not a parable because he references these things. Now, he says in the first verse, there was a rich man, a certain rich man, there, which was clothed in a lot of nice clothes, okay? And he fared sumptuously, I guess, I don't know, gaily, if you want to use that word, every day. And it says there was also another man there who was a beggar man, and his name was Lazarus. Now, Lazarus means, in the Talmudic language, Lazarus is Eliezer. So they're talking there about Eliezer, or Jesus is talking to these Pharisees about Eliezer and the rich man. Now, it says that the rich man, or this beggar, was lying at the door, or he was laid at the door of this rich man, and that word laid means literally thrown down at the door of the rich man. So somebody either brought him there in hopes that he would get some crumbs to eat, or somebody just knocked him over right there in front, and he couldn't get up. He might have been begging in front of the door, and it was so weak when he fell he wasn't able to get up. But either way, he was in front of the door, and he was begging for some food from the rich man. And instead of the food coming to him, the dogs licked his sores. So it was, the exact opposite of what he wanted. Now, the story goes on and talks about the rich man, or the beggar man, I'm sorry, and he died, and he woke up in Abraham's bosom. And in Abraham's bosom is a place of paradise that the Pharisees used to teach about. And what's unfortunate is that the